Well, the 11 judges upheld a ruling that was handed down by the Court of Session in Scotland. The case was fronted by the SNP MP and QC Joanna Cherry. 75 MPs and peers put their names to that challenge. One of them was Geraint Davies, a Labour MP for Swansea West, and I'm pleased to say he joins us from Cardiff this evening. You must be very happy with the judgment. What does it mean, do you think, constitutionally?
Well, it means that the Prime Minister isn't entitled to flout the law. We live in a parliamentary democracy that's sovereign with the rule of law. And what the 11 independent judges found unanimously was that he'd worked against parliamentary democracy and broken the law and prorogued and suspended parliamentary democracy for 5 weeks, when normally for a prorogation it would be 5 days.
Is it a constitutional shift, this, or is it a restating of our unwritten constitution that Parliament is sovereign and it oversees the rule of the executive?
Well, it just underlines the fact that we do still, at the moment at least, live in a parliamentary democracy under the rule of law. And when Boris Johnson says he disagrees, I mean, he isn't in a position to disagree. The judiciary, 11 independent judges in our Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, have judged unanimously that he's acted illegally, and he has.
Do you think the Prime Minister's position is tenable?
Well, not really. He should resign. But we all know Boris Johnson. He'll just keep on keeping on. He's demanding this arbitrary Brexit date of 31st of October and do or die. And nobody voted for either of those things. We hope that he'll come forward with a deal. If such a deal emerges, that, in my view, that should be put to the people for a democratic vote to decide whether we remain in the EU or go with his last-minute deal.
But of course you have the power, because this is a zombie government, as we've just been hearing. You could remove him. You could do that tomorrow.
Well, it would need a new government, national unity, to be agreed within a very short period of time. He said and undertaken to get a new deal, to get us out by the 31st of October. It's up to him now to put that deal to the EU Council. And I believe if he's got a reasonable deal, then people will hold their noses and say, OK, we'll go to the people with this, with the people's vote. And if they want it, we'll leave on those terms. Otherwise, we won't. My guess is he won't come out with anything much better than Theresa May, and it will be a sort of botched deal. But what he was trying to do was to close down Parliament, spend £100 million of taxpayers' money making out no deal was okay, when we've heard from Operation Yellowhammer it won't be, and hopefully force through an election that he thought he'd win on the back of a load of propaganda. What's happened today is the rule of law has been enforced, parliamentary democracy will be enlisted, and we will ensure there'll be scrutiny over any deal, and hopefully it'll be put to a public vote before any general election on a wider canvas.
OK, Geraint Davies in Swansea, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.